Hey, my fellow homeowners, if you've been wondering what's my house worth in 2025, you're not alone. Home prices in North Texas are still strong, but the game has definitely changed. Selling fast and for top dollar this year isn't about luck, it's about strategy. And if you're still using the 2021 or 2022 tactics, oh, buddy, we need to talk. The sell as is, stick a sign in the yard and it sells in 5 days, well, they're over. If you're thinking about selling, you need to know the new rules and you need to know the new market price for your home. I'm Rob Barton, your dedicated real estate expert here in Fort Worth, Texas area. I've been helping North Texas sellers maximize their returns for over a decade. If you'd like to have a stress-free one-on-one conversation on how I can help you, feel free to contact me here or any of the links in the description below. Now let's jump into what you came here for. So where do home prices stand right now? Well, first things first. What's the real story? Look, 2020 through 2022 was like the wild, wild west. Homes were selling in hours, 20 offers, all over asking price, no contingencies, easy, right? But 2025, well, buyers are picky, rates are higher, and inventory, well, it's balancing out. That means your home's value isn't just about square footage anymore. It's about presentation, pricing smart, and playing the game right. Think of it like dating. In 2021, your house could show up in a pair of sweatpants and it'd probably still get lucky. But in 2025, you got to bring the charm, the upgrades, maybe a fresh coat of paint. No judgment, we've all been there. Median home prices in Tarrant County right now are around $350,000. That's up 1% from last year, but pretty flat. However, inventory is up 28% from spring 2024 last year. The average days on market have gone up too, up to 59 days. That's about 10 more days from this time last year, not 2 days like 2021. Not to mention expired listings. Good Lord, they're up 500%. Yep, 500. Here's my personal theory coming from 12 years of experience, and I'm still successful. You see, 90% of all realtors fail and leave real estate within the first 3 to 5 years of going into it. That's just the facts. So at any given time, you'd be lucky to find a realtor who has seen several different housing markets, good markets, bad markets, average markets, and so on. My guess is that many homeowners and agents are still overpricing these expired homes like the mortgage interest rates were 3%. Instead of pricing for 2025 and the interest rates are 7%. Here's an example. A $300,000 house at 3% has a monthly payment of around $1,950. That same home today at 7% has a monthly payment of $2,675. You see the difference? In today's market, a lazy pricing and prepping strategy coupled with bad market advice can cost you weeks and thousands of dollars. I'm telling you, take my word for it. So, how are home values determined today? And the correct answer is, well, you're right. Zillow's Zestimate and your county appraisal. No, I'm just kidding. Scratch both of those. Scratch Zestimate and scratch that appraisal. Here's a spoiler alert. Neither are the true market value. If Zillow knew your home's value that well, they'd be selling houses, not doing advertisements. Here's what we actually use. We use recent comparable sales. Same size, same style, in your neighborhood, sold within the last 90 days. Not a year. Look, a 3-bedroom log cabin, one city over, sold last year is not a comp to a 4-bedroom home I'm selling today. Understand what I'm saying? We're going to take a hard look at condition and upgrades. Did you remodel your kitchen? Or are you still rocking that 1983 wallpaper and those brass doorknobs? And yes, the leaky faucets matter. This means I have to get on the ground and in your house to price it properly. not Zillow's estimate. I'm just not going to email you a number and say, let's roll with it. Look, we're going to look at market trends for your area. More supply equals buyers have more options, equal pricing must be razor sharp. And no worries, I'm going to have all the data available for your viewing pleasure before I advise you on my pricing suggestion. I'm going to show you all the graphs, all the comps, all the numbers, all the days on market. Because you know what? Numbers never lie. We're going to look at location factors, crime, school ratings, commute times, neighborhood amenities, etc. Here's a pro tip. Your home's value is equal to what a ready and willing and able buyer will pay in today's market in your area. Buyers today are better informed than ever. If the price doesn't make sense, they're just going to move on without a second look. Now, if you want to know what your home's worth today, just click the link in the description below to request a free custom home valuation. Look, no pressure, just real numbers based on real market data. We'll get that out to you. So here are some of the mistakes that sellers make in 2025. Let's keep it real. Here's how sellers leave 10,000, 20,000 or more on the table every single time. Overpricing right out of the gate. Buyers know when it's overpriced. Hello, 59 days on the market, your house has been sitting and you've had 3 price reductions. Here's a pro tip. The longer your home sits, the more buyers start asking, what's wrong with it? Even though there's nothing wrong with it at all. Here's another mistake they're making. Skipping the prep work. Come on, man. You got to have some curb appeal just to get them into the house. I got to be able to pull up and go, wow, what a nice looking house, just to open the front door. You're going to have to declutter, deep clean, and you're going to have to do those minor fixes. That's all going to equal money back in your pocket when you're under contract in 21 days. Yeah, if it's all done right, it'll sell in 21 days right now in our area, not 59 days like everybody else, leading to expired, which means you went 6 months and then didn't sell at all. Another mistake they're making is they're having these rigid showing schedules, like I don't show till afternoon, or I don't do any showings on Saturdays and Sundays. Look, if you limit your showings, you're going to limit your offers. People, if they can't get into your house to see it, they're not going to reschedule to come back and see it later. They're just going to go look at another house. So be flexible there. Another mistake they're making, I'm guessing they're thinking they're still in 2021, where, I could write a for sale sign with a crayon and stick it in the yard, and I could have sold my own house back then, but they're trying this DIY selling stuff, for sale by owner. Hey, I'm not knocking for sale by owner because there's a time and a place when you can do for sale by owner successfully. However, we're not in that time and place right now. This isn't a bake sale, folks. This isn't 2021. You need a professional in this market. Well, unless you already have a buyer lined up, then go for it. If you can do it for sale by owner, because you already got a buyer. And the last thing they're doing is bad marketing. Look, I have a degree on marketing. All right. But I don't have a degree to be a lawyer, so I don't practice law. So listen, if your cousin Eddie's taking your listing photos with his Motorola Razor, it's going to be a long few months for you. The number one reason my clients work with me is that I actually have a professional 2025 marketing plan for this market. And that consists of mail marketing, email marketing, and targeted social media marketing that starts with coming soon and doesn't end until your house gets sold. Good luck getting that discount realtor to do that for you, I'll tell you that. So here's the 2025 new winning strategy. Here's how we dominate the 2025 market together. Look, the best sellers in 2025, they're not waiting. They're getting to it. They're getting pre-listing inspections so there's no nasty surprises down the road after we're under contract. We're doing professional pricing analysis. Hey, look, it's not guesses, it's pure math. We're doing a great staging consultation for you. Hey, even the minor tweaks can equal big money impact. All of our houses are getting luxury quality photos and video. First impressions happen online in 2025. They're looking on the internet. We use professional photos, aerial photography, video home websites and landing pages, 3D walkthrough tours and floor plans, etc., at the same price others charge for just sticking a sign in the yard. We're going to do flexible showing windows to make it easier for buyers to fall in love with your home. And we're going to do some strong negotiations. We got a good strategy here. We're going to protect the price that you want and the terms that you want, which all starts with pricing and prepping right the first time. Pro tip: sellers who follow a strategic, polished plan are consistently selling faster in our market and walking away with bigger checks in their pockets. Drop a comment below or click the link in the description to grab your free 2025 home selling strategy guide today. So, does selling in 2025 still make sense? Well, the truth is, it's still a good time to sell if you're strategic, and it's a great time of the year to sell. Prices are stable, demands remain strong, especially on houses under $500,000 in our area. The other ones are still selling too, just taking a little bit longer. For a couple of years, they were like, is it going to crash? Are interest rates going to come down? Mortgage rates are normalizing and buyers are finally getting used to the new market we're in currently right now. So if you're downsizing, relocating, moving closer to the grandkids, now's a good window. Your house isn't going to send you a thank you note for waiting 5 more years to sell, but it might need a new roof by then. The market today rewards proactive sellers. Waiting could mean repairs, more competition, and possibly a lower net proceeds later. However, if you have a good interest rate and you don't need to move, then there's no need to sell right now. Just stay put. You want to know exactly what your home is worth in 2025 with zero pressure? Click the link below for a free, no obligation home evaluation. Hey, we're going to give you the real numbers, the real strategy. And hey, if you decide to sell, we're going to make that super easy too. Or comment home value below, and I'll personally reach out to you myself. Thanks for watching, and now go check out that home value. Until next time, God bless you and your family. Rob out.